What's her face?
Oh
yeah. So good.
Arrowed.
Right.
So welcome, welcome to the Candelabra live stream of Sentinels of the Multiverse. We are here Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, come St. Patrick's Day or not. The goal of these streams is to show you how to play the game, as well as cover some strategy that can help you to win. As we are not only developers of the video game, but also the creator of the board game himself, you can be sure to get some insight into the process of development, the process of design, as well as maybe even see some stuff before anyone else, which is, of course, going to be the case this evening, because we're going to be showing off a little bit of Rook City content tonight. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we will always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, it is a very real possibility that we will play more than one full game in a session. That said, we expect sessions to last between an hour and an hour and a half. And as you all, I'm sure, know, Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for tabletop, but also iPad, Android tablets, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, with more probably coming soon. So, welcome,
you ever get
John.
tired of saying all that?
I always like to have like a little intro pre-roll.
You should have a button that just says that for you.
Like a pre-recorded.
Welcome to the feed. We're here on the Twitch channel, blah, blah.
Anyway, jab.
Sunday.
We'll
It's
sell
Tuesday.
you the whole seat, but we'll only need the edge. Yeah, so... Here we are. It is St. Patrick's Day, as some have rightly surmised from John's Twitter feed, and likely Christopher's as well, although I don't know that he would have necessarily posted it.
No, I haven't. I should tweet it. Hold on.
It is.
What do you got?
Twitter.
Yeah, what are you drinking? What do you got?
What's my Twitter password? Hold on.
Just type all your passwords into the Twitch chat.
Guys, I'm going to start saying my passwords out loud, and you tell me when I get one right. Password with a 4 for the A.
Let me in. I am God.
1337 Christopher GTG.
Christopher Rocks ROX. Yeah.
Citizen Anvil for life.
All right. I can't even retweet the Candelabra Games one because that's from an hour ago. Come on, Jeremy. Slacker.
Why can't you retweet it?
That's an hour ago. It says that we're going live in an hour. We're not going live in an hour. We're going live 5 minutes ago.
Didn't it? When I pushed the button, didn't Candelabra?
There's the default boring tweet, but it's not very interesting. It just says like.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh, it didn't go.
I'm gonna make my own tweet.
Spam because it's the same tweet every time.
Blackjack.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it didn't do that. And am I not getting Twitch? Candelabra Games, you have a new follower, but yeah, it doesn't say that we went live. That's weird.
Well, we are live. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's watching.
I'll just have to make my own tweet. It's going to be a better one.
It's going to be
I'm watching.
tweet. Amazing.
So if you didn't surmise, we have Christopher Badell here as our super special guest.
And you're quickly regretting that choice. Not me, you guys, I'm sure.
Actually, I haven't been on a stream with you, Christopher, because it was Jeremy.
You call me Chris. So
I continued on to say Christopher.
All right.
But we had some great interviews at PAX. I rewatched those interviews, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, these two were the gruesome twosome at PAX East. If anybody didn't see, check out our Facebook page or our Twitter. You can see both a Board Game Geek interview as well as an interview that Christopher did with John during the Sentinel Tactics live tournaments, both of which tell you a little bit of information, which most of the people on this stream probably already know because we've been talking about Rook City quite a bit. But they were both excellent interviews.
The only one apparently tweeting right now is Hillary Clinton. So
that's a good one. So the since somebody pointed out in the live stream that since it's St. Patrick's Day and all that, we should make this a drinking game. And I was thinking, hey, what's synonymous with alcohol? It's alcohol is technically toxic. I say as I drink my whiskey. So every time your hero takes toxic damage, you do a shot. And which villain are we playing tonight?
I think someone said we're going to play Plague Rat.
I'm sure that's fine.
If we value our livers, we should make sure Ra's in this game.
I am at a place where I don't know that someone could get to me if I got alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, no. Let's. I'd be up for if those people following in the Twitch stream want to come up with a drinking game and play that game, they should. But I do not advise basing it on the taking of toxic damage.
remember, kids, the safest way to play a drinking game is at home by yourself with friends on the internet.
Also, remember to not drink unless you're drinking good stuff. Yeah.
It's not the good stuff if a shot doesn't cost you more than $10. All right, so
Plaugrat.
Plague.
That's $20 in Australia.
Oh man, Ronway's in the chat, and I was just thinking about Ronway this morning because I was doing some environment writing, and I was like, man, Ronway's going to love this environment because it's just going to kill all the heroes all the time.
I always think about Ronway in the morning.
Kill all heroes. All right,
heroes must die.
So let's talk about Plague Rat. Christopher, tell us where Plague Rat came from. Who is Plague Rat? What's his story? What's his deal?
Well, so Plague Rat is kind of an urban legend in that there's this monstrous rat creature that roams the sewers of Rook City, and surely he's not real. It doesn't exist. Like there's no monstrous rat creature roaming the sewers of Rook City any more than there are giant alligators or crocodiles in those sewers. Except that he's real. Oh my gosh! Hold on, I'll try this again. There's no monstrous rat creature.
Except that he's real.
Did that work?
Yes, that worked. You only got about half of it, but
I'll take it. But anyway, so yeah, Plague Rat was
I think you just
dealer.
keep that on for this whole part.
Plague Rat was a drug dealer who lived in the sewers of Rook City. But then, an accident occurred, and his drugs mixed with some chemicals from the nearby Pike Industrial Laboratory, transforming him from a man to a rat creature.
Well played,
the rat creature started chewing on all kinds of things he found all across the forest.
And we're back.
Oh my goodness!
I'm going to try not to push those buttons the rest of this
So
time.
we're going to fight Plague Rat in the Mushroom Kingdom.
All right, and so we were gonna be in a different situation. So Plague Rat, and then did we have a discussion about what environment, or should we have that discussion now?
We had no discussion.
What are the environment options?
All right, so obviously we already have Insula Primalis, we have Megalopolis. We have already played against, Pike Industrial Complex once, but that would be a pretty fitting one for rats and bats if we wanted. Rook City we played in. Did we play in Rook City last week? We did not play in
Not in the stream.
Not on the stream. No, that's right. We have Ruins of Atlantis, of course, Silver Gulch 1883, and of the Vagar Space.
Well, anyway, I vote an environment that we haven't played in on the stream.
Well, that would be Rook City. I'm up for that.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
First time on stream. It was demoable at PAX East, so some people...
Oh, that's right. I was like, I could have sworn that I played Rook City.
Yeah, if you were at PAX East, which all of us on the stream, of course, were, we got to play Rook City. But our wonderful
look
watchers...
at it peeking there through where the heroes are.
Ooh.
Rook City.
All right, so I guess should we all just each pick our own hero? We'll let the guests pick first. Christopher, who would you like to play this evening?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let the stream pick for me. So you guys should go ahead and pick first, so that way, since 20 seconds from now, the stream will be actually hearing me say that, and I'll watch the chat and see who catches it first, and whoever says whatever somebody says first. I see. Jeremy, you typed.
I typed.
Let's see.
I would like to choose a St. Patrick's Day themed hero.
Go for it, Mr. Fixer. I'm playing Mr. Fixer according to Runway.
So Fanatic.
Fanatic. She is the most saintly of the heroes.
Sorry, we are unable to connect to chat. Reconnecting in 2 seconds. What is this ridiculousness?
So far the votes were Mr. Fixer, Mixer or Expat, GI Bunker, Setback, Fixer, Ra, Can We See New Variants, and Fixer. So I think it's Mr. Fixer, which is actually great. I'll take it.
And so are we going to do a three team?
I think so.
In this environment against this?
Yeah, we got this. We have Christopher Badell. We can't lose.
You guys haven't played Sentinels with me before, have you?
Actually, I don't know if I played I have played with you.
Oh no, it's true.
At PAX Prime 2011.
2011, yeah, that's true.
Way back in the day.
That is true, yeah.
But I think we played Tactics a couple times, but I don't know if I've played Sentinels with you for quite a while.
That is very true. You're gonna play Unity, Jeremy?
I think I'm trying to decide because I feel like these days Unity is one of my favorites as it happens because I know that happens to a lot of people. But I tend to only really like Unity if I also have another either Visionary or Super Scientific Tachyon in play for some reason. So I'm trying to think if I should play someone else maybe.
Zero can keep the drinks cold.
I also haven't played against Plague Rat. I've only played against Plague Rat like once or twice, so I don't really know a lot of his mechanics very well.
Well, we can talk about that once we get into it.
Yeah, why don't we talk about this? So I'll keep Unity in since that's still an expansion villain. And are we happy with the order?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so here we are. We've got Plague Rat versus Fanatic, Mr. Fixer, and Unity in Rook City.
That's the Rook City music.
There was a good suggestion for Haka since he can outdrink everyone else.
FPO, Plague Rat default opening line.
Oh, so villainous.
Hey, Christopher,
evil.
I pinged you and I said, hey, about those text assets. Hey, now I'm pinging you again. Hey.
Yeah, we should. I should get you those text assets ASAP. I'll write you some new lines soon.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, FPO means for placement only. That's a graphic design term.
Ooh.
All right, so as we should have done the last time, like we usually do here, let's pop up Plague Rat and see what he does before we start moving really too far into the thing here. All right, so on this side, he is the Plague Bearer. At the start of the game, Plague Rat enters play, Plague Bearer side up. Plague Locust is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. Gameplay, at the start of the villain turn, if all active heroes are infected, Plague Rat flips. Whenever a card named Infection is destroyed, Plague Rat deals each hero target 3 toxic damage. At the end of the villain turn, Plague Rat deals each hero target 1 irreducible melee damage. So that is Plague Rat. Do we want to look at the flip side now, or should we wait until that happens?
Either way is fine by me.
So, yeah, so this is one of the more interesting mechanics, and I know John will probably say in terms of implementation details, but when Plague Rat flips, any hero that is infected now has 2 additional powers. So this is, from a video game implementation point of view, this one was, I know, tricky for John, because it's like, okay, we've got powers that are connected to a hero, but not connected to a card connected to that hero, which is tricky.
We'll see how that works if he flips.
If he flips.
Which, with 3 heroes, he's very likely to flip.
Yeah. All right, so Plague Locust came out, which is increased damage dealt by Plague Rat and all infected heroes by 1. At the end of the villain turn, Plague Rat regains X HP, where X is the number of infected heroes. So right now, that's no problem. And then
Plague Locust actually creates a sort of interesting, dangerous gambit for the heroes. Because
if they're infected...
The infected, they increase the amount of damage they deal, which is nice. But it also is bad. So...
Afflicted for at the start of each hero turn, if the hero is infected, they deal X melee damage.
My eloquence ran out.
All right. So, Plague Rat is now dealing some irreducible damage to all of our heroes. It's going to be the same for everybody, so we'll just choose for me.
And the Plague Locust increases that. So yeah, one of the trickiest things about Plague Rat to remember is that a lot of his stuff is irreducible damage. So any of your fancy -1s cannot help you.
All right, Fanatic, would you like me to show you what you got? You got an Absolution, which is the wonderful sword. You got a Holy Nova, that's deal all non-hero targets some damage and, I believe, recover some HP. Sacrosanct Martyr, which is the sort of, self-immolation card. And then you've got an Undaunted. Whenever exactly 1 damage would be dealt, and then whenever 5 or more would be dealt, it's a damage reducer card. So what do you think, Fanatic?
Absolution you are called, and absolution you shall deliver. And let us whack Plague Rat with that.
All right. So we're going to do 3 damage. What kind of damage would you like to do? Radiant, of course, I assume.
We'll do Radiant.
Radiant damage to Plague Rat.
This time. I'm not always going to choose Radiant, just so you know.
Understood. And now you got to
Hydro asked, is it advanced? It is not advanced, this game.
Correct.
We will do an advanced game later on. Oh, so the other day, yesterday, I had Jack Handle against Plague Rat, and it was Tasmanian Devil time.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Fixer has a Grease Gun. This is not non-hero targets cannot deal damage. You may not use powers or draw cards at the start of your turn. Destroy this card. It's an equipment card.
Yeah, no, we're good.
He's got a Jack Handle equipment, which allows whenever you're going to deal damage, you can deal that much to all non-hero targets. Tire Iron. All damage dealt by Mr. Fixer is irreducible. After Mr. Fixer damages a target, if that target has 2 or fewer HP, destroy it. And then the Toolbox, which is a really interesting card. You play it. It lets you draw 2 cards, and at the start of your turn, it goes back into your hand, which I thought...
Which is what I'm going to play right now.
Fantastic. All right.
Boxing those tools.
A toolbox is not a toy. Also, Yeah, the chat points out that there's a fancy radiance effect. So yeah, people are seeing some of the damage effects for the first time.
Yes.
Those are cool. Also, there's an excellent point made by our friend Richard that are your settings set to slow, Jeremy? Are we playing on?
You might have had the animations turned down to look at them.
Let's take a look. Nope. Shall I turn them up? I'm happy to turn them up if that's what we would like.
It might be a low frame rate thing over the internet as well.
That's true.
Like on the Skype, I'm getting it's like doo, 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 so it's hard to see.
Yeah. I keep trying to click in my Skype window to be like, oh, pick that card. Oh, I can't do that. It's not doing anything.
It's almost like we should be working on some sort of internet multiplayer or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Multiple player.
What we need is a multiplayer
ability.
system that then, like some online games do, has a spectate mode where anybody can pop in and spectate other people's games.
That would be interesting. All right, Mr. Fixer, I assume that you are going to strike.
Yeah, I'm going to strike one for freedom.
And are you going to strike out at the rat or his plague locust?
I'm going to strike the rat itself. That's what I'm going to do. Little locust never hurt anybody.
All right, and now you've got another bloody knuckles. So you got two of those. All right, so I've got Unity here, and it looks like I do have two bots in play. I've got a platform bot and a turret bot. I think I'm going to get that platform bot out because that attacks at the end of the turn, right? Yep. All right,
Or you could have me do 6 damage.
That's true.
Think of the savings.
Yeah, so what John is talking about is Hasty Augmentation is a one-shot that allows any hero to use a power, and if that power does damage, increase it by 2.
You should wait till I'm infected, and then I'll do even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm going to get volatile parts out, and I'm going to scrap it.
Explosives.
Unless, I assume you wanted Toolbox out so that you could bring it back into your hand next turn, yes?
Nah, I don't need another toolbox.
Turn it into a robot.
All right.
I'm fine with that toolbox turning into a robot.
All right, so we're going to get Platform Bot out so that I can deal some damage. And now we've got a Champion Bot in my hand as well, which is awesome. And that's awesome because it means I can get it out next turn because I'm going to keep my equipment, that volatile parts out. So if worse comes worse, I can always use it. And let's go ahead and smash on Plague Rat a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll be able to feed you equipment pretty regularly.
Awesome.
If you were going to... Yeah, no, there's... Like, Unity eating Mr. Fixer's equipment legit, unless you're playing with Promo Fixer. In which case, you're kind of starving.
Right, so let's take a look at that environment card. We got a Blighted Streets. Increase damage to hero targets by 1. At the end of each hero's turn, if that hero dealt no damage this turn, their player may discard 2 cards to destroy this card. And when this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. So not a fun card for the heroes.
I don't like that card. Who's that little girl?
Somebody that you've seen before, but not in the video game yet.
Mm-hmm.
Realer.
Yeah, for reals.
You heard it here first, people.
Actually, it's not the first time that people have heard it.
You heard it here, not first, people.
You heard it here again.
You heard it here again.
And he played Bestial Vitality, which you could take a look at.
Bestial Vitality.
Reminds me of an old Sepultura song. Any Sepultura fans in the chat? Bestial Devastation. I'm dating myself. That's a really old song.
Goodbye, Platform Bot.
Aww.
We knew you.
You did your 3 damage.
Couple seconds. Yeah.
Irreducible.
Your candle burned hot and it burned bright.
I think it just burned out.
And volatile parts. There you go. So, bonus damage.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, Fanatic, what do you got? Holy Nova.
Still not infected.
Prayer of Desperation.
He's not very infectious this game. He's like sterile.
That's certainly one way to look at it.
Let me think. I could do Sank Martyr, and you could Hasty Augmentation that to do some crazy damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's true.
Do you have any bots
you could do
that need a healing? Not yet. No, you probably won't. So
all of my bots are okay. My bots
Holy
are
Nova,
fine.
I'm going to save on probably for a situation where you need some bot heals. I guess, yeah, I'll probably just put it Undaunted. It's handy to have out there. and I will absolve Plague Rat with fire damage.
Ugh, that Bestial Vitality. See, this is where I wish we had somebody out with a little bit more deck management.
Any ongoing destruction? Well,
all I have in my deck is rat management.
Ho ho!
Those
rats.
Yeah, well, so for now... go ahead and give me a handle of jacks. Actually, go ahead and give me a tire iron. Yeah, I'll take that tire iron. Because Unity, you can have that tire iron.
Wonderful.
And I'll go ahead and... Let's see. I can't click on things. Throw another point at the Rat of Plagues.
You won't be able to hit him.
Oh, dang it. Throw a point at the Locust of Plagues. And draw a card.
So in the chat, I noticed None Left is here, and he's a fan who's been doing speed runs of the video game. I was wondering if you had any thoughts about that, Christopher.
I love it. I super love it. I like speedruns of games in general, and so speedruns of Sentinels is super awesome. And I feel similarly to the way he does about the fact that I'd like it if the app could give me a system by which it just didn't ever show me any of the messages or show me any of the card text and just assume that I knew all of those things. Because when I'm playing, I'm like, why do I have to read these things? Don't tell me about cards. Blah.
So you should play on the you have an account on Maker Computer.
That's true.
Play on there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hastily augment Fanatic.
Yeah. Do that thing.
All right.
And the most damage is going to be your base power, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be 3 and 3.
I think it's just going to be 3 and 1.
Oh, it's going to be 2 and 2.
It depends on if I attack Plague Locust or Plague Rat.
Yeah.
Do we want the Locust gone? Because that's the most absolute damage is to hit Plague Rat or Plague Locust. I feel like we're not getting any... It's not helping us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's totally fine to get rid of the Plague Locust.
Yeah. So,
and there are times when it's harder to hurt Plague Rats, so... Certainly. And getting rid of it before there are infected heroes is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Do that thing.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my that
you
tire
can
iron.
Yeah, you can eat that tire iron for sure.
Eat the tire iron, and I'm going to go ahead and get... I feel like I should probably get... Yeah, I'm going to get the turret bot out. Because there's no reason to get champion bot out if there's nothing for him to augment at this point. I have not dealt anything, so do I want to discard 2 cards?
I mean, that thing does more damage, so it does suck, but...
Right. So in the chat, the real fan of Fanatic just died. So that's... I mourn the loss.
Well, there's a lot of radiant damage there, so, it happens.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. Even though it means I'm going to get rid of one of my bots.
Oh. Even the card that lets you draw more cards.
I was going to say, I could have, yeah. Ugh.
Oh. That was a bad call on my part.
And, yeah.
Like, that was a really bad call on my part. Like,
well, this is happening.
You guys should just hang up on me and go play.
Wait, Blighted Streets? Blighted Streets is no longer in play.
That's good.
Why is it affecting the damage? It's giving +1.
So this is not a problem that I ever have with the tabletop game. So I'm not sure, John, what's going on here?
When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. So it's the thing.
I bet you have it in the stupid holding pattern.
It's gone in the UI, so it's really gone. So there's something funny there.
Here's the word that John is dancing around and has not yet said. Bug. It's okay, though.
Yeah.
Do it, Pedro.
So someone was asking, hey, are you going to give us a release date for Rook City tonight? And
that didn't take long.
Is why we're not. Because we still have bugs to work out. So
but things are going really well.
Things are going really well. But
yeah.
So that should not have increased the damage.
Yep.
All right, so now we've got a twisting back alleys.
If we die, I'm blaming John.
Pedro, reproduce that in the Mega Computer and report a bug. That's your task.
If you choose to accept.
All right,
Yeah.
so are we playing the top card of the villain and environment decks?
Well, yeah.
All right.
More risk, more
Oh
better.
my god.
And we get another vicious onslaught.
Oh my god.
I wonder if Blighted Streets is still there.
The Sea of Blighted Streets is still there.
Come on, Blighted Streets.
Oh, it's not.
Aw.
Okay, well, at least that. It's not. I think it's because of the destroy. We've definitely been having to
Yeah,
work
I'm
on
into single digits.
the destroy mechanics.
Hey guys,
And
we're
what happens
gonna
when-
lose this game nice and fast.
I go rogue and I just start making decisions. And now we get falling statuary.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why the multiplayer will have voting so that Jeremy can't do stupid things.
Yeah.
good. I love it.
And Christopher can't do those things either.
And
No,
now
this is
Stuart
great.
is immune
I think
to
this game is
toxic.
going perfectly, if you ask me.
He's immune to toxic damage, and now he's going to punch us all a whole bunch.
Oh boy.
Hang in there, Unity.
Oh boy. Yeah, Unity's down to 2 HP. Oy. And Plague is healing. And still no infections, interestingly enough. Alright, John, what do you got? I should say Fanatic.
I'm gonna
John Natick. Come on,
chastise
Genetic.
Christopher right now.
You can't chastise me. I'm unchastisable.
Doesn't say I can't chastise players.
Have to.
Oh, Holy Nova.
Holy Nova.
My order doesn't matter. There's some more radiant damage of 0. I'm doing it for the HPs. It's not going to matter.
Excuse me.
Well, I can kill the Locust. Man, he's got all of his crazy ongoings. That's really bad. We have nothing to deal with it. Hit Plague Locust. It doesn't matter with what. We'll do Radiant for Fanatic, who is already dead.
Yep, but more death is more better, as we're showing here.
That will maybe bring back to life.
Guys, I have so many hit points. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, 8 is like almost 2 digits.
All right. Seems like a silly time to grease gun, but it also
Bloody
seems
Knuckles. I mean, if you don't want those hit points.
Oh heck! Yeah, give me a pipe wrench. And
we did hit Plague Rat a little bit, as Sanvar pointed out. And he's not going to be at full health at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some wrenching of that pipe on that Plague Rat guy.
Some alternating Tiger Claw would be nice at this point.
I would much prefer something else.
Shooting Crane. Something to get through that.
Nah.
Well, hey.
All right. We're in good shape, guys. We've got him underneath 80.
Good. And good job, Unity, not having any cards at all.
Yep.
Definitely just destroy some equipment for no reason.
Don't destroy my pipe wrench. I want to keep my pipe wrench.
Hey, there's that brainstorm you discarded.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now we're in good shape.
And I'm totally going to make it to the next round as well.
I'm going to say
Give it
Turpot.
to Turpot.
Yeah. since I think that Unity might not survive this turn anyway.
Well, Plague Rat's going to do 2 damage to her.
Richard says, go
It's
bacon or
dead.
go kitchen.
And here comes the first infection.
Fanatic. Unless you want it.
Yeah, no, Fanatic. Fanatic's great. Let's do it.
All right, and now we've got another round of irreducible damage for everybody.
Just,
so let's choose
just make it
one.
happen. Yeah. Launch it.
Undaunted.
Yeah.
Wait,
Woo.
what? Doesn't he do +1 damage? Oh, no, he doesn't, because Locust is gone.
Right.
Yay, Undaunted. Doing stuff for me.
Dauntless.
Look at all that doing nothing. All right, I can see a whole bunch of blurriness. Oh,
Right,
Smite
so
the Transgressor.
Yeah, so you've got a Chastise, you've got a Prayer of Desperation, you've got a
Smite the
Sacrosanct Martyr,
Transgressor.
and Smite the Transgressor. All right.
I will use both of my powers to great effect, except only one of them will do anything. But that's
So Smite the Transgressor immediately does 1 damage to Plague Rat. And now you get to use 2 powers. So, any decision about which one to go use first?
Absolution.
Damage type.
Damage type Radiant. There's not a bug. Blighted Sphere is not permanently in play, someone said. It was just active during its destruction in an inappropriate way. And then she can deal herself this damage.
Okay.
Because I'm just being difficult. Because it's undaunted. She can't even hit herself. She can't hit Plague Rat, which I would have done.
So I made an account so I could type a topic in the chat, and people are happy to see me. And Pedro points out that it would be best to tell them the password in case I forget. And he's absolutely right. Oh,
it's okay. The password is GTG Christopher.
That's the username as well. I'll just make all my passwords my usernames.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'm glad that people are watching the.
So, Mr. Fixer, what can I do for you this evening? Bloody Knuckles? Charge?
Let's see. Hold on. Just flipping through cards here. Let me see the. Yeah, get the big view out of the thing. I just need the small view. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be a little ballsy. You're not dead yet.
Nope. I'm not dead yet.
Well, my question is if I want to waste the rest of my turn for a grease gun, or if I want to toss out a riveting crane just for the sake of having a style out. I'm not going to drop a charge at this point.
If you're going to go out, you're going to go out with style.
Right. I think I want to put down a style, but I'm worried about you, Jeremy. How are you feeling?
I mean, I have no bots.
You have a bot in play, and you've got a brainstorm in hand.
I have a bot in play. That's true. I do have a brainstorm. So.
All right. Give me my style. I want some style.
And you could scrap metal back. Bot.
And then I'm gonna punch with a wrench. I'm gonna wrench a rat. Wrench a rat. 1-800 wrench a rat. Call us for all your rat wrenching needs.
So you know what, John? Apropos of absolutely nothing, I do think it's short of having Adam come up with completely new artwork for every single hero, we could actually just do a thing where we add like some green nastiness around there.
Or even just a little green glow to the box. So just take the character outlines and give them a quick green glow so that the infected ones do have that glow.
Yeah, just
that
something
healthy
like
sheen.
A green, maybe like a goopiness around their box, or a sort of a green glow of some sort. Yeah, something to sort of show, make it really obvious.
I was going to have it so that your iPad would exude toxin and sort of infect you with.
Oh.
But if you don't want that.
All right, so here we are. Yeah, so brainstorm. I concur. Let's go ahead and do that. Get a couple cards. All right, I got a stealth bot. Excellent. Oh, and a raptor bot.
These are things you won't get to play because you'll be dead.
Well, I get to play one of them.
Hey, Riveting Crane. Good job, Riveting Crane. That style is actually going to make us do stuff instead of 0. So I approve.
So if I could get out the raptor bot and do 3 damage before I die forever, which is probably what's going to happen.
That's probably
stealth bot will prevent you from dying.
Yeah, I could get stealth bot out.
You know what? Drop the stealth bot for another turn or 2 of survival.
Yeah, I think that is the right choice. All right, is there anything other than volatile parts I should get rid of?
No, keep your hands off my stuff. I mean, you could get rid of absolution. I'm sure Fanatic wouldn't mind. I'm sure Fanatic would mind.
Now that you've Riveting Crane Plague Rat, I don't need it as much, anyways.
There you go.
So, but
all right, so riveting. Back.
Oh my God! Say no.
Alleys, yeah,
we have Riveting Crane. Say no.
All right, so for those who are wondering what John is streaming about,
will you be able to deal damage on your turn? You have Bloody Knuckles. You will be able to deal damage.
Yeah, and then we'll just have Jeremy turn Bloody Knuckles into a robot. Except, wait, that doesn't work. Jeremy, no. do what your heart tells you.
We can all vote. I vote no.
I vote whatever Jeremy wants to do, and so that means Jeremy's the deciding vote.
No, that's not okay.
All right, then I vote yes, so that makes you the deciding vote.
All right, what did you say, John? No?
I said no.
All right, no.
Oh.
Tooth and Claw. Plague Rat deals the hero target with the lowest HP a lot of damage. But
That's fine, because Stealth Bot's going to save you.
Yep.
Boom. How do you like them apples?
Fanatic, do you want me to redirect, or...?
Yeah.
Yes. Stealth Bot is good for one thing, and that's keeping heroes alive. Also, she is a pretty good poker player, because she does not really give you any indication what's going on her face with her cards in hand.
All right. I assume we're going to go to Mr. Fixer for the infection.
Then you're going to...
Yeah, bring it.
Damage dealt to yourself is irreducible.
I love it.
Oh, boy.
Love it. Love it. Hungry. Hungry for them cards.
Is it getting boosted? Okay, good.
All right.
All right,
You're
so
fine.
Goes, yeah, so Undaunted. Luckily,
Boom.
Fanatic is Undaunted, so that's good.
It's fine. Everything's fine here. Heck, Turret Bot's still up. Everybody's good.
How is he healing? What's healing him? Oh, Bestial Vitality is healing him. Stupid ongoings we can't get rid of.
No,
That's okay. I'll use some of my ongoing destruction to get rid of it. Wait. Oh, dang.
Fanatic has some, right? But she doesn't have
Yep, she does.
honor. Oh, I guess it's going to be another Smite the Transgressor.
Yeah, you got 2 powers. Do it.
Yeah, there's nothing else that I want to play. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could chastise nothing.
Yeah, we're in the area where Sacrosanct Martyr is a really tricky play.
chastise a whole lot of nothing. If I had the other card, then maybe.
You could chastise a Turret Bot for the sake of, like, dumb
Turret
reasons. Yeah.
And then hit Plague Rat with all those things.
Tossing a B-Bot out there and then chastising it for the sake of having a lowest target. But I don't know if it's worth it.
That's not bad. That could be good if you knew what was coming up, right?
Yeah.
For
But you have to pay for it.
Yeah. But
Come
sometimes
on, we're gonna get Plague Rat under 70.
Ronway says to kill Fixer to get ongoing destruction.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
Fixer. It'll happen.
I know. We've talked about this, and you have said things like you should never, deliberately knock a hero out. But
That's me.
Sometimes when Tempest is knocked out and he can prevent a type of damage, he is the best.
Guys, I have so many hit points. Let's go ahead and drop the sad way out. Let's go ahead and grease gun this turn. Yeah. Yawn.
And then he turns it into a robot.
All right, boring turn time.
All right, so he's no longer irreducible, sadly, but I guess you wouldn't be able to hit him because you didn't want to Blade of Knuckles.
I'll be charging next turn, but
Okay.
I wanted to give us a little bit more time to build if need be.
You can scrap metal back Turret Bot.
Right, so this way you get a little bit more setup, and the next turn I'll charge.
Wait, say it again, John?
If you want to heal Turret Bot back,
I would actually rather, at this point, I want to get Raptor Bot out, do some damage, and then that's that, because
okay.
I have 1 HP. So, I'm just saying.
What are you gonna? Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, and there's the B-Bot. If only we could actually get it out.
Yeah, if your turn were before mine instead of after, you could have
do a grease gun
eaten.
combo.
You could have eaten the grease gun. Yeah, but
Like having someone going after Legacy play takedown for him.
All right, do we want to play the top card of the decks?
Oh.
yeah. Whatever you guys want.
Now that
Whatever you guys want.
we don't
Right.
have the irreducible.
Well, but at the same time, currently we're not going to take any damage.
That's right. Yeah, I would say yeah. Now, do it.
All right, done.
B-Bot is more fun to say, Pedro.
And we got a Dr. Tremata.
Holy ongoing
Hey.
for Plague Rat.
And here comes the final infection.
I wish I had Ra and all these ongoing cards.
What do you want to put on the top of the deck?
Which terrible. Actually, Toxic Sludge, because our hit points are so low. It's not going to hit most of them.
Yeah, bring it on. Bring on the sludge. We'll
We
drink
will
some
stay
shots.
under 5 hit points strategically.
We're just going to drag this out as long as possible.
All right, and then we got a flipped Playgrad. Look at him with all his like
He's
crazy
glowy.
toxic glowiness on him.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and we're all infected, so that's going to go away, and we're getting another card. Wonderful. Another ongoing. Good lord.
But Afflicted Frenzy is going to cause us to kill each other.
Hey. Okay.
Wait, didn't Mr. Fixer hit himself, or did it not get through before? Shouldn't damage dealt to himself be irreducible because he riveting craned himself?
But right now, damage isn't being reduced; it's being prevented.
No, but,
no, I should be. Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what happened, but we can look into that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, next one over.
Click the lightning bolt and see. Well, I guess if it's it would have. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Yeah. We'll rewind the tape
and rewind the tape and take the Oh, yeah. So basically, there's nothing I can play that makes any sense. Divine Focus. I have to pay for that at the start of my next turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divine Focus.
You could drop a Divine Focus, and
I think that's the thing that makes sense.
I mean, you've got cards in your hand that you're never going to play this game.
Yeah. Let's play Divine
you
Focus.
Might as well get some free damage out of them.
Yeah.
And I'll be charging on my turn with the style, so that you'll be able to. So don't discard anything at the start of my turn. Start discarding at the start of the next turn.
All right. Let us absolve Plaguerat of his sins. -1. Fire. Burn it with fire.
Radiant is always best. Yeah, Dr. Tremata, cut her down. Don't do that.
I like the fire effect. Leaves it charged. There we finally consecrated ground, and now there's like 5 ongoings to choose from.
I think that we can say that the Turabot has the highest hit points.
Yes, otherwise you're just going to kill Fanatic.
I just get angry sometimes.
Oh, and then...
All right.
That's not
wait,
good.
what's going on here? Oh, all right. Let's destroy that Afflicted Frenzy. One of them.
Who would have guessed that Unity would be the one still standing at this point?
This is amazing. This is great.
And she killed her own Raptor bot in a frenzy, and then she's killing herself.
So angry.
That did not work out very well.
Wait, what happened?
But I will say we did get to see the amazing Plague Rat victory.
That worked out pretty well.
Which is
Fanatic
awesome.
get knocked out. When did that happen?
It happened right after Mr. Fixer got knocked out.
Yeah.
Did Unity hit me? I don't know.
There were 2.
No, but you destroyed one of the Afflicted Frenzies, or did you destroy something else? I don't know. Maybe Jeremy clicked the wrong thing.
I think that I think that Mr. Fixer, after he was incapacitated, attacked you because he's still incapacitated, but he's not a target, so that shouldn't do it. We should look into that.
Yeah, actually, I think that because he had another Afflicted Frenzy.
Yeah, because there's 2 Afflicted Frenzies out.
I think he can still do damage, though, with Afflicted Frenzy. At least that's been historically the case.
Yep.
But we can talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that Rook City.
Yes.
I like the looks of all that stuff.
Look at that. This is your welcome. You get destroyed really fast.
And turn into rats.
Yeah.
Actually, none of those rats were in this game, unfortunately.
Those are the rats that we went out and made those rats.
Yeah, if we had
the rats.
If we had those rats, we might have had a better chance.
Boom. I don't know about that.
Maybe, I don't know. Our team wasn't bad.
So what is that? Tachyon, Legacy, Ra?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
I think we can play. Are we going to play the same thing, but with that team?
Same environment and everything?
Rematch time.
Or should we play with any variants, or should we go with the vanillas?
Go vanillas. Go vanillas or go home.
All right.
I think we're all at home, aren't we?
Done.
No, Jeremy's not
right,
home.
who's who?
There is music. It's just turned down. I can turn it back up again so you can hear it a little bit. And the music is not final, so you should be aware of that as well. It's sort of the demo music that we put together for PAX. So,
who wants to play whom? I'm fine with any of those three. So if you guys have preferences, feel free to speak up now or forever hold your peace.
I'm getting a spinny, John.
I didn't do it.
All right, hang on, everybody. Hold tight, stream. Hold tight.
What's going on? What'd you do?
The game froze.
Oh no!
What?
Wah, wah.
So what are we casting now?
We were casting the game that was frozen. I have now quit it, and it's got the there it goes. It's back up.
It's like a technical difficulties cartoon with a drunken legacy. Legacy probably can't get drunk, can he?
All right, Rook City. All right, boom. Let's see what we got here. There it goes.
You'll have to share it on Skype again, too.
Oh, of course.
Is it a new feed?
No. On Twitch it should be fine.
Twitch is probably was showing a blank screen for a minute.
I just need to share it to you from here. Hang on. Boom.
Yeah, my oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, my view of the Twitch stream is still.
I mean, it's
good.
20 seconds, 30 seconds behind. So.
All right. So who's gonna be who? I'll be Tachyon.
I'll be Legacy.
I'll be Ra.
There it is. All right.
Who's infected?
Who should be infected?
Let's see what cards people have.
Infect me!
All right, so Legacy's got a Flying Smash, a Superhuman Durability, a Surge of Strength, and a Takedown. Tachyon has Blinding Speed, Fleet of Foot, Nimble Strike, Research Grant. And Ra has Return to the Flame, Living Conflagration, and 2 Staves of Ra.
Staves of Ra. All right.
All right, so who should we infect?
Me. Give it to me.
And you
Legacy.
are Legacy?
Legacy wants an infection.
Duh.
He can next evolution.
Who else could be Legacy? Honestly.
Bring it on.
We are
all right.
Here, I'm gonna real quick.
Like Rat, the OGs.
There goes Legacy.
Delicious.
Good.
I still have way too many hit points, so this is.
Yeah, you should make sure to reduce those as fast as possible.
I'm working on it.
All right, what do you got? Flying Smash, Superhuman.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to start us off with a smash. No, I'll hang on just a second.
Strength.
I am going to start off with Surge of Strength, in fact.
Come on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? And then I'm going to Galvanize.
You are an insane man.
Yep. Just,
but I like you.
Let's just do
you
this.
don't even want that card. Just burn that card. Fortitude.
All right, I am Tachyon, and as Tachyon often does, I'm going to Fleet of Foot because whenever I have that, I like to play it.
Infinite Fleet of Feats.
All right, so we've got an Inspiring Presence. Awesome. I got another Nimble Strike.
Legacy's going to go down as fast as possible.
This is so awesome.
I'm going to go ahead. There are no environments or ongoings in right now, so I will go ahead and... I'm just going to get Research Grant out, because on Vanilla Tachyon, I always like to have Research Grant out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I got a Hypersonic.
And hang on to that Blinding Speed, because we'll need it.
Yeah.
And that Hypersonic's also going to be helpful. Oh, this is great. You've got a great starting hand here.
Use the Blinding Speed to destroy Legacy's.
Drop a Nimble Strike.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of a Nimble Strike.
And
I got 2 Blinding Speeds. Whoop!
Yep. I'm going to try not to micromanage your turn, but Tachyon is, so my jam.
All right, talk to me, John.
All right. How much?
Stave it up, yo.
I could stave it up. I would lose one of the benefits.
Yeah, that's fine. You've got extra staves. Well, you could either that or you could Living Conflagration for the insta burn, but
yeah, I'll stave and Living next turn.
All right, cool.
I kind of want more cards to try to get Imbued and Flesh of the Sun God, but
yeah,
I'll start doing that next time. And let's just use his regular power.
Base power against the rat.
Fire. Galvanized. Staged.
Yeah, boom. How do you like that? How do you like them potatoes?
Ra's either going to be doing tons of damage or no damage in this game, depending on what cards he gets.
Fire Blast.
Tons of damage.
Tons of damage it is.
Blighted Streets.
Oh God.
Let's make it happen.
Should I kill it, guys? Should I kill this card, guys?
Oh yeah.
That would be sweet, right? Right? That's totally what I should do, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a Ravage, one shot. Plague Rat deals each hero target other than the hero with the highest HP 2 toxic damage.
Yeah, choose for me.
Bloop. Oh, Blighted Streets.
Bam.
All right, another infection. All right, what do you think? You or me, Ra?
Ra.
Tachyon can't handle that.
Tachyon can, but it's better if she's allowed to burn herself down, and Ra has another healing card in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Well.
for that.
Ha ha! Brillante.
All right, so we're all infected, so we got Plague Rat flipping quickly in this game.
Let's
We
do
actually
this.
didn't get a flip last game, right?
We did,
Yeah,
but
we
it was
did.
close to the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
didn't even
definitely
notice. We never got to try our awesome infected powers. then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He flipped, and then we all died right away, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It was good times. Why, look at all these delicious cards. Now, I am hesitant to play an Inspiring Presence, because I don't mind getting burned down. But I don't want you two to burn your poor selves down to the ground. So I'm just going to do a Flying Smash.
Get busy living, or get busy dying.
And I'm going to hit Plague Locust. Yep. I'm going to hit Plague Rat. And then, Rod, do you want some of this damage? Because I've got some extra damage left over. I could throw it at your way, you know?
It's your call, really. It's your turn.
I mean, Tachyon, do you want some damage?
I personally don't. Tachyon's fine without.
I guess we'll stop dealing damage then. Whiners.
I know. It's a waste,
Yeah.
really, right?
It is. It is.
You could have smashed more things.
All right. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do you want to be galvanized or not? It's not going to affect me.
That's true.
How do you like your flesh? Extra crispy?
I can handle it for a turn,
Yeah, I feel like I can handle it for one turn. And then
Let's do it.
We'll reassess it next turn.
and hopefully you'll get another
Assuming
power
I
you
make it
could
to the
use
next turn.
instead of that.
Perfect.
Excellent. That is
There
the
you go.
power that we want.
Oh, I would definitely take Next Evolution at this point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. But I mean, either of those would be sweet.
All right, so I can get rid of this with a blinding speed, or I can get rid of Plague Locust with a blinding speed, or I can just.
What? You can get rid of Plague Locust with a blinding speed. Huh?
Can't.
Tell me about how you could do
Oh
that.
no, you're right. You're right. Excuse me.
You lying liar.
I always forget to check the actual. What's it called? What's this word called here?
The keywords?
Yes.
Keyword.
The
That's what it's
keywords
called.
are also right there on the small card, too.
They are. That's what I said. I just said. I always forget to check that.
All right.
All right. So, but if I get
keep
rid of the
hassling
blind,
Jeremy
so
about
so
that.
just so everybody in the stream, I'm sure is aware of it, but I'll reiterate: getting rid of Blighted Streets is where the last game completely fell apart.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get rid of Blighted Streets and everything will be fine. And then it was like, oh, play a card, play a villain card, play an environment card, kill 3 heroes in a row. Like it was like just one thing after another. So the
It
question
was
is,
pretty awesome.
I mean, it looked cool.
Another lesson, Jeremy, is that a bad thing that happened in the last Sentinels game is necessarily a bad thing in this game.
Right.
But that's not necessarily the right thing to do right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You don't. I wish you had HUD goggles or
I
some
wish also that.
reflexes.
I know.
Like, how are you only playing one card on this turn? Who the hell are you?
I know.
Um,
Crappy.
Because I would like you to. All right.
Fanatic
Right.
isn't terrible.
Yeah.
It would save you your infection damage, probably.
Next
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
do that.
Yeah, and then we'll use the research grant to see if we can't get 2 other interesting things.
And then you can redirect that damage to Legacy.
All right, so I got an accelerated assault.
Yeah. Burn
and a
that.
supersonic response. Yeah, I'm
Burn
gonna
that
do
accelerated assault.
Accelerated assault's out. Get out.
You are the
Ah,
weakest
there's
link
the HUD
goodbye.
goggles. Okay, cool.
There we go. Googles.
Burn, baby,
We got-
burn.
oh, 5 damage. My goodness.
I love it.
All right, I'm going to put Living Conflagration,
That's
and I'm going to hit Plague Rat,
sure.
and I'm
Wham,
going
wham.
to use Living Conflagration to try to get more cards.
Really? Okay.
All right,
You should
so
probably start getting rid of that locust.
So Rod deals 1.
Do we want to get rid of the
fire
Locust?
damage.
Yeah, well, it's increasing damage and also doing some healing stuff.
That's true.
And so right now, not getting rid of it is the same as dealing him way less damage. Yeah.
But it's making me deal more damage.
All right, so did you want me to use the
yourself
living content and take it after Plague Locust? Is that what's happening or no?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. And that's 4, so that's 50% of its current damage.
Fewer heaps. Let's get rid of them heaps.
That is one of the cards I want.
There you go. And that's the other one. That's not actually the other one.
That's not actually the other one.
I really just wanted to say that. Bingo!
Oh, great. My favorite card in the universe.
Is villainy spelled properly there?
I don't know. Did you spell villainy properly, Christopher?
Send it to the locust.
I can get rid of the locust right now.
Yeah, pop that. That's a perfect expenditure.
Yeah, because then he's not going to get to heal at the start of his turn.
Yep. 6 damage there.
Ouch. Another infection, which just goes by. Man, Plague Rat is giving us a bad day today.
Yeah. All right, and here we go. Some looks like 4 toxic damage per. Another infection. Ugh.
No, infections are great. We're gonna infect Dr. Dramata and Tony Torres.
Sewer Fiend, immune to toxic damage. And now we get a flip.
It's flip time. He's gonna flip out.
Another 3 toxic damage to each of our heroes. Who are now all in single digits. Jesus, who designed this game? My God.
Oh, it's so good. I can't lose.
What happened in your guys' first stream? Oh, you're out.
Yep, Legacy's gone.
It's all down to you, Tachyon.
It's all down to me again.
I love it.
Oh my
so
God!
awesome.
Oh, you have 1 hit point.
Oh, I got this. Come on. All right, let's see. Legacy.
Yeah. The soundbar in the chat really nailed it. Is like Rook City is what makes this fight hard.
Yeah.
It's so good. All right.
Like Plague Rat in other environments is not so bad.
Tachyon, do you want to use the power? Yeah, you do. You want the research grant.
Yeah, I should use my research grant.
That's way better than drawing a card.
Yeah, and then let's see what we get here.
1 hit point. Oh my God, this is brilliant. You're gonna die at the start of your turn, you know.
Yeah. Wasn't your other thing to reduce the amount of damage you take, or that was environment damage at like 0?
Yeah. Get rid of
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Super doesn't matter.
Ow.
That has to be some kind of a record. None left. Can we get
her own arm to lose the game?
None left. Can we get a ruling?
There we go. That's a canonical version of this.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's why we did it. I'm gonna go ahead and screen cap this. Actually,
that's perfect. Saved to your Steam library. Beautiful.
That's a button you can press.
Oh man. Well, thank you all for a delightful time.
Yes.
That was everything I wanted in life.
Oh, tag is potential spoiler.
I like that we can see in the stream, like, your friends list. You have 2 friends online.
It's the Handelabra friends list, so...
Oh, it's the Handelabra friends list.
No. Upload. Visibility public.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. So, yeah, didn't we lose the game on the first time I was on this stream?
You were with us, like the second week?
Something like that.
Pretty early.
It was pretty early.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Let's find out. I can find that out.
The stream probably knows. Hey, stream, do you guys know? I know you'll get this 20 seconds after I say it, but it's fine. I was on this stream once.
We played against Omnitron. Is that ringing any bells?
I mean, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's so many clicks.
No, but exactly. Someone on the stream is going to go look at it on YouTube, and so we can just keep talking, and they'll tell us soon.
Right, because I'm drinking whiskey and eating almonds.
We could take some questions.
Yeah, so it's 9:02. Eastern, and we've played twice and lost both. So
the second game was faster.
It was.
The second game was way fast, and I like how you guys were like, "Oh, if we had that team, if we had Legacy and Tachyon and Ra, we'd be able to trounce him." And it's like, yeah.
If we had Legacy who didn't play Surge of Strength for no reason.
Oh, so Runway believes that Anna was the first loss, and her loss
right, it was
after me.
Yes, that's
yeah, because I was on the second week.
We did brag
so I didn't lose.
For a while.
Nah, I should have tried harder. I'm sorry, guys. I really like how you started off this call, Jeremy, with this stream with, well, since we've got the designer of the tabletop game here, we're gonna give you some hints and tips for how to beat these villains.
So here's the piece of strategy you should take away from tonight's session. Don't play a 3-player game against Plaguerat.
Oh no, he's fine. I love it.
Like any villain in Rook City is gonna be like,
yes, that is another takeaway. Rook City,
because they're gonna play more cards, they're gonna do more damage. Like, there are 2 cards that are good for you in almost all situations in Rook City, right?
And those are what?
We actually we have a base class for them in the code called Good Guy Card Controller. Tony Torres and Dr. Tremata. I'm sure there are situations where some of the other cards can be good for you, but most of the time they're not.
A lot of times they are, though.
Yeah, sometimes they are. Like Falling Statuary can help you.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I really enjoy playing Raptor Algebra, where you figure out what you need to do in order to build up a giant pack of Raptors and always have them targeting opponents.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about environments in general. I'm talking about Rook City.
Specifically in Rook City.
Specifically Rook City, there are 2 cards that are good, and most of the cards are bad.
Toxic Sludge.
Toxic Sludge can help, yeah.
Yeah, it's good when you're in a pinch.
But I mean, Insul Primalis, Raptor herding and T-Rex herding is a lot of fun. So, let's see if we get some questions in from the chat room. Someone asks about a story explanation of a variant. Is there any that you might want to chat about of sort of the earlier variants that came out?
Well, all of the variants, like the hero variants, the hero character card variants, all come from like minor story things or even just mechanics things. Like those are pretty straightforward in general, but the villain ones are a lot more, in my opinion, interesting in terms of they're a lot more complicated, certainly, in terms of like this is a thing. Most of them are here. They are what I call meanwhile moments, in that they are things that were happening when that story arc. Because you're fighting one villain and you unlock a variant for a different villain, and that's because while the heroes of Sentinel Comics were fighting against Citizen Dawn or something, that's when other villains had their main plots, and it had their plots of like this is when they had their up and coming stuff. So that's kind of the and as Richard points out, that was not a question, it was a suggestion for the game. Sometimes people unlock things without knowing exactly why they unlocked something. So having some pop-ups that's like, hey, you unlocked this, and then we could even have like I was saying, a meanwhile bar that says, while the heroes were fighting the forces of the citizens of the sun, other plots were being hatched, so on and so forth. So
Baron Blade was getting up to things.
Perfect. I don't even need to write dialogue. You got this.
All right, so we've got from Mary Mayhem, will we ever be able to play variants together in a game, like Legacy and Young Legacy, on the same team? Now, obviously on the tabletop, that is physically possible if you have 2 copies of the game, so you have 2 copies of Legacy's deck that you can bring to a tabletop. But generally speaking, that's, I don't know. I don't know that that's something we've ever considered supporting in the video game.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to... my preference would be no, because it is... like, in my opinion, against the intent to have having 2 legacy decks in there. I'm not a fan of it, but I could see a case. I know a lot of people want it. I know a lot of people like doing that. We get tons of orders from people ordering separate decks for legacy and bunker and things like that. Somebody where the character card isn't just a different version of the same person, but actually a different person.
Right, so and that's what I was going to say, is that, I picked the one or 2 examples that it's like that, which is with Legacy, each Legacy is a different Legacy. With something like a Dark Watch Expatriate, that is the same Expatriate, it's just a later part of the story. So, it's just,
Part of the difficulty, though, is that there are things in the game that breaks, and so you have to write some house rules to make it work.
It doesn't break it if you actually follow the rules as I intend them.
Right.
But the problem is it makes it not fun, because for me, a limited card is a limited card. And when people play it, they're like, oh, I'm playing Legacy, but I'm also playing Young Legacy. So we could both have Outsurge of Strength. And no, you can't. That card is limited. You can only have one copy of that card out.
Well, if there's two Legacies and you play Flying Smash, what happens?
See, that's the other question, is like, who's, like...
Which Legacy does it?
Or do both Legacies, like every card named Legacy does this thing? Like there's definitely, there need to be additional rules coded in. In the tabletop game, you can just kind of say, oh, we decide what happens. But with the video game, you'd have to have rules about that. And so, yeah, I'm not jazzed about the idea of having lots of that, as opposed to...
not hold your breath unless
So there's a new mechanical thing for Christopher to think about for a possible future expansion is... heroes that, by their definition, must be played by two separate humans at the same time. That would be interesting. You shuffle the deck, you split it between two people, and then they each play part of the deck. That would be fun to make.
That sounds more complicated and annoying than fun.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll design that.
What if I instead give you a character where one person gets to control two people? Okay, that sounds more fun.
Interesting.
That sounds more fun.
Or maybe four people.
Or maybe two.
Or maybe the name of the team could be encoded into the name of the game, possibly.
4 people would be for Sentinels of the Multiverse. 2 people would be for Sentinel Tactics.
Oh, I see.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah,
I can do that already with Citizen Dawn.
Somebody in the chat was saying Team Legacy versus Iron Legacy. I just got a bad idea. Yeah, it's been tried many times, and it's really awful because A, everybody's neutered because they're trying to use the same card set, and B, there's no ongoing destruction in those decks. 0. None. Yep.
All right, so, John, here's a question for you. What is the strangest or most difficult bug we've encountered so far while coding Rook City?
Well, there was this card called Blighted Streets.
That for some reason stayed out, even though it was destroyed.
No, actually, probably the most trickiest stuff we've come across has been dealing with just sort of stuff that's new mechanics that hadn't been in the game yet. We actually jumped ahead a bit by doing the mini pack to encounter some of these with the destruction effects in things like Explosive Wagon and so on. Jean-Marc is texting me about the Blighted Streets book.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to talk about that on Thursday, Christopher.
Yeah, I look forward to your report, young man.
Yes. But so new things that popped up in Rook City were things that happen when a card gets played, for example. That never happened before. Or being able to increase the number of power usages in a very sort of specific way.
Yeah, I was going to say that Expatriate card.
And Mr. Fixer do. Where, for Overdrive, for example, you may use Strike twice. You have to use it twice. You can't use it once. And so there's interesting little aspects around that, especially when you bring Plague Rat into play. So those are sort of the interesting things that we've encountered. And sort of when you ask about bugs, it's basically like implementing these, and then bugs come out of those because they're tricky. So
really the problem is my haphazard card writing.
Really, yeah.
Well, which leads right to the next question. Hey, Christopher, how come there's so many more hero promo variants than villain ones?
Because hero promo variants, for me, it's a lot. Well, a couple things. One, they're easier to produce. It's just a single card instead of 2 cards. 2, they're easier to write in that I'm writing a card to make sure that it jives with an entire deck, as opposed to, like, with a villain promo, you're completely writing an entire... You have to, like, reverse engineer how that's going to work, and it's very interesting. It's really fun. Yeah, and I like doing it, but it's also not just like... Ideally, when you make a hero promo card, you want the deck to still work, but in a slightly different way, and you want to give that hero different options. Whereas a villain promo card, you kind of want to rewrite the entire villain and have them say, okay, you still get the same set of tools, but instead of, like, you have a set of tools which you use to build a house, now we want you to use it instead to build a submarine. And it's a completely different challenge. That said, there are more villain promos coming.
Yeah. The villains are really interesting, I find. Like, the villains, like Bomber Blade, he uses his cards in a totally different way, right?
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't really have targets anymore, essentially. And so he
just bombs.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think it's really clever in how, like, it's not just, he does more damage or he does something different. He's totally different.
Yeah. And then also we want to make sure that there's at least one promo card for every hero by the end. And so as a result, we've got to do a lot of them because there's a lot of heroes, turns out. Yeah, the end.
Mm-hmm.
The end is not so incredibly nigh, but it's not so incredibly far away either.
Very mysterious. All right, so I think we have one more question from the Peanut Gallery that I'm going to ask, and then I think we're going to call it a night. And that question is, hey, Handelabra Games, when is Sentinel Tactics coming out for tablets?
And I think that's next Thursday, right? Not this coming Thursday, the Thursday after that.
Yeah, the Thursday after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, we'll see you then. You heard it here first. And that is going to be, I think, it. So, thank you once again for joining us on Sentinels Live. Thank you, Christopher, for joining us and giving us some insight into the design process. It's always fun having you on, despite the fact that
pleasure.
We lost twice.
Oh, I think that's just more fun for later. That way, now when you are able to beat Plague Rat, you can be like, oh my gosh, we beat Plague Rat, and Christopher couldn't even beat Plague Rat.
Christopher couldn't even beat it, and Christopher
terrible.
tried twice in a row.
That guy's terrible at games.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, Christopher. I've been Jeremy. We are Handelabra, and we will see you, as usual, next week at 8. I won't be around because I'm going to actually be taking my first vacation in like 5 years. But John will be here, usual time, usual place, possibly with a special guest. So
I'm not going to be here because I got stuff to do.
He's got games to design and stuff.
Yeah. Plus, I think that I have an Australian in town next Tuesday.
We'll find someone with nothing to do.
Okay.
Would that be a blue-haired Australian?
Yeah, that's Peter. He's going to be here in St. Louis.
Maybe we'll get Peter on this stream.
But
we need to...
All right.
Maybe we can get, because next week isn't Silverleaf supposed to be on that week? Next week?
That is the schedule.
So we could have a Brit, an Australian, and an American walk into a live stream.
Oh boy.
No, it'd be all Commonwealth. 100% Commonwealth. No Americans.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
No Americans.
All you people with queens.
That's right. We will do our rituals and drink our maple syrup.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.